I'm an SAP certified SD and CRM consultant, and I work more than 7.5 years in SAP line, and my total experience is more than 11 years. And teaching is one of my hobby. So at my free times, I take trainings for SAP CRM and SAP SD. So this is all about myself. And can you have your small intro?
I have an experience of 3.5 years in the field of SAP, and I am also SAP SD certified, and now I'm trying to move to CRM also.
Okay. Okay. Fine. So
I'm working with
demo class.
What?
Yes, tell me.
You want
things we will be having in that class training, and here you can see my screen, right? You can see my customer.
Just a moment. I'm able to see the screen, but the preferences go to meeting window is there in front of me. Should I click? Okay. Now
you can just click hide control panel.
Now I am able to see the screen.
Okay, good. So basically, we just show you what is CRM. CRM is concept actually. So after sales and selling the products and the goods, everything, I mean, then comes this customer relationship management. But before that, we have a model called CS, that is customer service model. In ECC, we already have a customer service model in SAP, that is after SD. But apart from that, what is the specialty of CRM is the functionalities which SAP has given in the CRM is more than when you compare with CS, that is customer service model in ECC. So this is why customer relationship management, it's actually a business strategy which is very much used for enhancing your customer interaction. Customer interaction in the sense, let's say a customer is calling from a bank side, so the customer can come to the bank, or the customer can give you a call through phone, or the customer can get login in net banking. So in all these channels, the customers can interact with the bank. In the same manner, for any industries, we are allowing the customers to contact us, so that the interaction will be very well, and you can respond to the customer immediately also. So this is basically used to retain the customers. Okay. So in that concept, I mean, in that strategy only, this CRM, the concept itself has evolved in the business in the whole industry market. Okay. Then there are several tools came up for implementing this CRM, like Siebel CRM, Microsoft CRM, like that. So in that same manner, SAP is a big player in ERP platform. So SAP also made up SAP CRM. So in this SAP CRM, if you see, how does this SAP CRM evolve means, if you see my screen, the first few models, like under SAP ERP, we have this finance model. Finance model is one of the first model where SAP developed under the finance department. Then they realized that there are several departments. In those departments also, they can integrate several functionalities in each department. Then slowly it came up MM, PP, SD, and all those models. So after that, SAP started evolving new dimension products, it is called as. So after My SAP ERP, My SAP is nothing but a brand name SAP has given nowadays. Earlier it was called as SAP ERP, now we say as My SAP ERP. So after this My SAP ERP part, the new dimension products came up. New dimension products like My SAP CRM, My SAP SCM, supplier chain management, My SAP SRM, that is supplier relationship management, and My SAP PLM, that is product lifecycle management. So when you see from My SAP ERP point of view, there is from sales and distribution model, the next flow comes in the My SAP CRM. So this is how, I mean, the whole logical design SAP has set model wise. So this is a part of My SAP Business Suite itself. Business Suite is like whenever a client is implementing a specific SAP project. So they will check out what are the SAP business suite available, and in the business suite, what are the models they repair. So accordingly, they will purchase those things. So this is how SAP has presenting to all the companies also. So now let's focus on my SAP CRM now. From now only we're going to dive into SAP CRM. If you see the SAP CRM itself, if you just think in what all the departments the customers will be interacting in, there are three departments. We have a marketing department, we have a sales department, and we have a service department. In these three departments only, customers will be interacting with the organization. So according to the departments, the interactions happens with the customers. So in this one only, SAP CRM has divided the functionalities into three types. One is SAP CRM marketing, SAP CRM sales, and SAP CRM service. So in each module you have certain functionalities. Like marketing you have separate functionalities, sales you have separate functionalities, service you have separate functionalities. Apart from that, you have an analytical process, that is my SAP CRM analytics, which is used to analyze the marketing process, sales process, and service process. So as a whole, SAP CRM as a whole is a model. So under the model itself, you can classify sub-models like SAP CRM marketing, SAP CRM sales, SAP CRM service, and SAP CRM analytics. So let's say you are from SAP SD line. It's better. You can go through SAP CRM sales. From there, with your experience, slowly you can migrate to marketing, service, analytics. But the base customizing everything is the same in SAP CRM. And slowly, as for the functionalities, you can learn according to the experience level. You keep on learning because it's very vast. The subject is. So just I'll show you a few key processes in marketing. So under customer interaction marketing, what all the customer interaction happens in marketing means, if you see the process means, first is the campaign management. That is, if you think about in a marketing organization, how does they work, how does their functionality work means, like whenever they create a new product or they want to push a very old product which is not selling properly, so they use a campaign. That is, campaign is nothing but throwing some discounts for the product to the specific customers. Okay, so you can send through advertisement, through SMS, through email, so all those things, how the process works. That is the campaign management. Then we have this customer segmentation. Customer segmentation is specific functionality where you categorize your customers. Let's say in a bank you have more than 10 lakh customers. So these 10 lakh customers, you can segment it according to the income wise, according to the age wise, according to the product wise, for what all the products they have purchased, like loan side or to account side, all those things. So this is helpful because whenever they create a campaign, specific campaign, then they can automatically target to the specific customers group where they can present that product. Let's say, for example, in a banking industry, if you take, they have introduced a new home loan scheme, and for that scheme, they are targeting only those customers who is having the income is above 3 lakhs or 4 lakhs per month. So according to the income wise, they can segregate the customers, and for those customers alone, they can present that specific product. So this is called as customer segmentation. Then you have lead management. Lead management is like, let's say, you are sending some advertisement, and through advertisement, some prospects will be interested to purchase your product or services. So those prospects are called as leads. So when you start following these leads, you can convert this lead to your sales. So that process is called lead management. So likewise, you have functionalities in e-marketing. So whenever you enter any website, on the left side or right side, you will be there are several flash ads happening. So those are nothing but e-marketing. And apart from these key processes, you have this marketing planning and analytics, where you can analyze your whole marketing process, and you can improvise your marketing process. The same way, when you go for customer interaction sales, since you know SAP SD line, it more or less the same thing it comes. See, like in customer interaction sales, you see this, the customer order management, the whole order management part, the quotation part, contract part, everything will be covered in CRM also. Then comes account and contact management, which is nothing but like customer master data. The same as we have business partners master data, where you will be maintaining creation of all the related customers master data, everything. Then you have this opportunity management pipeline analysis. This is one more new functionality which won't be available in SAP SD. That is, let's say for example, you are targeting a customer. Your customer is also a company only, and the sales process alone takes like more than 4 months or 5 months or 6 months. So during
Mhm.
that situation, I mean, you should plan accordingly. I mean, the representatives, the managers who are working in the project, they should plan accordingly to convert that into a sales. It should be a win-win
Mhm.
situation. So accordingly, the preparation has to be done. So in SAP CRM, there is a functionality called opportunity management, so which allows you,
Mhm.
which helps the service, employees, representatives, sales representative, everyone, to how to convert that specific call to a sales. So like setting up a proposal, setting up a demo, setting up presentation, setting up decision makings, and finding out who is the specific decision maker in that company. So all those things come under this opportunity management and pipeline analysis.
Mhm.
Then you have this activity management. There is also a new in SAP CRM. You don't find in SAP SD. So activity management, whenever you want to create an email or whenever you want to create a call a customer, fix an appointment, or create any specific task internally in your organization. For all those things also, you can use this activity management. This is one more new functionality we have. Then you have the incentive and commission management. These are some of the key processes, like at what level the incentives or commissions should be distributed to the specific sales representative during the sales process or during the delivery process or after the billing process. I mean, at what level, I mean, the incentives should be distributed to the specific representative, sales or service representative. So all those things, I mean, SAP CRM easily they can automate, and accordingly, I mean, it will be disposed, because I mean, you can avoid this favorism between the manager and the sales representative. I mean, if it's not automated, most of the companies, I mean, because of the managers and sales representatives favorism, I mean, some representatives will get more commissions, more incentives. So all those things you can avoid. I mean, there is no manual intervention if you implement this incident commission management. Likewise, you have this customer interaction in service also. So if you see the service key processes, there are several key processes like service request. In
Mhm.
service, there are several things like whenever a customer gives a specific complaint or a issue, we take this as a service request. Then from service request, we convert it into a service order. So this service order will be taken care by a specific service representative who will go to the customer place and solve the customer problem. Or we can have service contracts also. So according to the service contract, any customer gives a service request, they will be creating the service orders and they will go to the customer place to solve the customer problem. So these are the key functionalities in services. Then we have this complaint management, that is whenever a customer gives a complaint, how it needs to be taken care in SAP CRM. Then you have this case management. Case management, let's say 10 customers giving the same problem again and again, and rather giving the solution to each customers again and again, you can put those customers problem in one case. That is like a one folder. That folder, I mean, you will be taking care and sending the response to the specific folder, so automatically it will be disposed to the all the 10 customers. I mean, this will be advantages. You can minimize the time, you can consume the time rather interacting with each customers. So this is called as case management. Then you have this install-based management, knowledge-based management. Install-based management, like in service, most often we use this install-based management. Let's say any customer purchase any product in your company. Let's say, I mean, you are purchasing an air conditioner. So
Mhm.
you purchase this air conditioner and you install the air conditioner in your house. And whenever you call the specific call center, I mean, and the call agent answer your calls, then
Mhm.
let's say, I mean, they'll be asking about what is the specific IBase model, IBase number. So once you give the specific AC number, they automatically they'll find out, okay, this is the number, and according to this
Yeah.
number, they have all the data like at which location the device has been installed, and what are the components inside this AC, and what will be the major fault would be happen, I mean, according to the problem. Everything they will analyze immediately. And whoever the service representative come to your place, they know exactly what they have to do. So those functionalities are taken care of with this install-based management. Then you have knowledge management. Knowledge management, let's say for example, you are calling the customer care and you are giving some problem. So immediately the agent who is interacting with you immediately check with the specific knowledge management where you have several solutions for a specific problem. So they will check it, and if your problem is also mentioned in the knowledge management, they will easily give the solution to you immediately through code itself. So there is one way of knowledge management, maintaining knowledge management. Simply like in website we have this FAQ, frequently asked questions, how you maintain. The same manner that is called as knowledge management. Then you have this workflow and escalation management, like if you are taking care of several process of works. So accordingly, I mean, how you need to do the prioritize. I mean, from one flow to another flow, how it has to move. And let's say a customer is giving a complaint, and the complaint is not taken care for a longer time, so it needs to move to the second department, like second department senior management people who has to take care of the complaints. And if the senior management also gets failed, so it will be taken care by the top management. So how this workflow has to move, that is like a escalation management. So that is also there in the service process. Then you have workforce management. Workforce management, let's say you are the manager and you have more than 20 employees working below you, and on a daily basis, I mean, you need to assign them for each specific service orders. So how well, I mean, you can make them to work. So all those things you can do it under the functionality called workforce management. In the same way, you have these professional services. Professional services, like for example, those representatives who carry laptop also along with them, and they go and meet the customer in a different locations. So those people, I mean, they use SAP, using handheld devices also. So for them also, I mean, there are limited functionalities in SAP CRM, which is provided in the handheld devices. So using that, whenever they are in the move to meet the customer, they can easily access the specific transactions, the customer master data, product master data, everything. I mean, when they are moving from one place to another place, there is some standards of professional services, and all these services planning and analytics is also done. I mean, you can analyze each process in SAP CRM service, and you can plan accordingly. So whatever I have shown you right now are the sub modules of SAP CRM, that is sales, marketing, and service. Now I'm just moving to the channels. So in SAP CRM there are two things you have to know. One is the modules, the other one is the channels. So what is channels means? The mean in which you are interacting with the customer. If you see this, let's say on the left side you have the departments, marketing department, sales department, service department, and on the right side you have the customer. Okay, so this customer, there are four ways the customer can communicate to these departments. The first way is, I mean, the channel is e-commerce. So through internet, the customer can connect to each one of these departments. Like for example, marketing. Let's say through your organization website, you are sending some advertisement. So whenever the customer logins, the customer can see the advertisement, and through that, I mean, the customer is getting a link to the marketing department to see the product, everything. So there is one way. In the same manner, let's say for sales means the customer is interested through the advertisement in web shop, that is through website, and she can place order accordingly. So that it directly connects to the sales side. In the same manner, once the delivery is done to the customer, let's say after 3 or 4 weeks, the customer can raise a specific service request through website itself, and that will reach the service department. So in this manner, we can connect to the customer using the first channel is e-commerce. Then comes the interaction center. Interaction center means through phones. There is not only through phones, like a call center. So the customer can give a call, or the agent can give a call to the customer. And for example, customer gives a call to the agent and gives the specific problem for marketing department or for sales department, also from service department. So accordingly, the agents available in these departments, they can give the solution to the customer problem. That is one way of interaction center. Then third one is the field level. Field level means the representatives go and meet the customer place. I mean, in the customer place, they will solve the surveys. They do the process like marketing, sales, service. So those comes under the field. And the fourth one is the channel partners. This is one of the last channels that is called as indirect channels. Let's say, for example, if you want to purchase a car, you cannot directly go on to the manufacturer of the car to purchase the specific car. So you have specific indirect channels like dealers, resellers, who are usually buy the cars and sell it to you. That is, on behalf of the customer, they will buy the car and they will sell it. So through those channels only, I mean, you can purchase the specific product. That is called as channel partners. So these channel partners was also taken care of in the customer interaction channel, where they bridge between the customer and the specific departments in the organization. So in SAP CRM, we have 4 channels. One is the e-commerce, the second one is the interaction center, the third one is the field, and the fourth one is the channel partners. So this is the overall of this SAP CRM models and the channels. So with this, if you see a specific business case, let's say we have whatever we have seen, everything we can just put it in one specific business case. Let's take the first one, SAP CRM Analytics. So this is one sub-model in CRM. So this model is used where the analyst checks sales distribution. That is, for example, the last month or the last 6 months, how the sales and distribution happened. So they can collect all the reports and they can classify the customers accordingly. Let's say who are the customers who are given more profit to them for the last 6 months. They'll get the report, and this report will be validated and will be sent to the marketing division. So the marketing manager uses the SAP CRM marketing model and creates a target group. Target group is nothing but a specific customer segmentation, where they will segment the customers accordingly and they will create a specific marketing campaign. Marketing campaign is setting some specific discounts. Let's say one of the product is not moving very fast, so they want to move the product very fast, so they are putting some specific discounts for that product. And this discount is only applicable to those customers who have made a big, who has given a big profit to the organization for the last 6 months. This data has been taken from the sales and distribution. Now, using this SAP CRM marketing, the marketing manager creates target group and marketing campaign. Let's say this marketing campaign is executed and it is published in the website. So any one customer goes to the website and sees the specific advertisement and gets interested and she purchases the webshop. She purchases the specific product in the using webshop, that is through e-commerce channel. So now the channel comes. Before that we have seen 2 models, analytic model and marketing model, which is playing their role. Then comes the channel. This is the first channel where the customer is interacting. So after this, the customer is interested with the product, so she shows her response. So this response is collected by the channel management. That is, who is this person? Is the person who sits in the manufacturer place comes to know that this customer is interested for the specific product, and according to the customer location, he will direct this lead to the specific partners, that is the reseller dealers, whoever is located near to the customer place. So this channel manager redirects the specific lead to the specific channel partners, and these channel partners get in touch with the customer and create the order in SAP CRM. And what is the main thing is, in SAP CRM we cannot do delivery process, unlike SAP SD. So the SAP CRM order, whichever we create, will be replicated in SAP SD, so that any SAP CRM order we create will be replicated back to SAP SD. So under SAP SD only, we do all the delivery process like picking, packing, and all the transportation part, everything, until the post-push issue. So once this sub-process are done in delivery process, only the status again will be sent back to the SAP CRM orders. So once this part is done, so the customer gets the goods. So here the model comes to SAP CRM sales model, and from the sales, let's say the customer after 2 or 3 weeks gives a call to the customer's center agent. So the agent picks up the call. So here comes the my SAP CRM interaction center, where the agent will attend the customer call and try to give the solutions for the customer problem. If at all, if she is not able to give the specific customer problem, I mean solution for any customer problem, then she creates a service order for that customer. So and this service order is sent to the SAP CRM service, where a service manager takes the control of the service order and assign a specific service representative in the service order. So the service representative, whoever is getting assigned this service order, will come to know using this my SAP CRM field application. Let's say this service employee is on the move and in a different location, so he will directly come to know there is a specific service order assigned on his name. So he directly open the service order and try to understand what is the problem and who is the customer, and directly go to the customer place to solve the customer problem and provide the solution to the customer. So in this way, if you see SAP CRM Analytics is the model, SAP CRM Marketing is a model, and SAP CRM Sales a model, and SAP CRM Service. So these are the 4 models covered, plus the channels if you see means e-commerce, that's one channel, channel management, there is another channel, and you have this interaction center, that is also one channel, then you have this field application, there is also another channel. So these are the 4 channels we have covered. So now if you see in a project like SAP CRM, it doesn't mean that you have to cover all the things. Okay, it purely depends on the business requirement. Let's say you have taken a project in SAP CRM where the client is having only the marketing organization, so they are purely in the business of marketing. So they don't need to have anything like sales or service process. So for them, when they want to implement SAP CRM, it's fine. I mean, if they implement only the SAP CRM marketing functionalities, and if they want, they can have this SAP CRM analytics also. Otherwise, let's say an organization, they have this sales and service part also, then they can implement this SAP CRM sales and services. So here, I mean, they need to have this backend system for a delivery process. They should have some ERP system. It can be a SAP system, or it can be a non-SAP system also, like for example, PeopleSoft. So what is the advantage in SAP CRM? You can integrate SAP CRM system with any other systems in the manner like not only SAP systems like ERP. You can connect SAP CRM system with non-SAP system also, like for example PeopleSoft. So you can keep backend system as a PeopleSoft system, or you can keep backend system as a SAP ERP system like ECC, and you can connect SAP CRM system as a front-end system. So that whenever you want to create any orders, you can create orders in different channels, like through website you can create channels, or through channel management, or through interaction center, or through field you can create different specific, for example, sales order. If you want to create a sales order, you can create sales order through website, or you can create sales order through interaction center, or through field, or through channel management. So in all these, where I mean, the sales order you create directly comes under the SAP CRM. So from the SAP CRM, the orders will be replicated back to the SAP ECC or any non-SAP systems. So where the delivery process happens, and again the status again flow to the SAP CRM system, so that whenever any customer, let's say, I mean the customer who has placed through website, if they want to see the status of the order in the next 2 days, they can directly log in and they can see the status of the order, so that they'll come to know, okay, what is the status of my delivery, and on at what time I'll get the delivery. All the things they will immediately come to know using this status. So this is how this whole SAP CRM works. And if you see the class, the main thing what we'll be seeing is the architecture, and the foundation architecture. Then comes the overview of modules. So we have 4 modules like analytics, marketing, sales, and service. Then you have channels in the same manner like e-commerce, channel management. Then you have this interaction center, and field. Field is nothing but like, for example, mobile fields. So these are the very first things. Then comes the major thing, that is the base customizing. So like in SAP SD, you have certain customizing which you need to know in SAP CRM. So these base customizing are very, very important. So the first comes the organization. Okay, the first comes called as BP, that is called business partner. How you maintain the customer master record, everything you'll be knowing under this topic. Then comes org model. It's called as organization model, where you how you can design your enterprise structure of the client, everything in SAP CRM. Then comes the product master. How you can customize the product master. I mean, design the product master setup, everything in SAP CRM. There are several things. I mean, it's not like just like SAP SD. I mean, the customizing part is totally purely different. And from here, I mean, you'll be learning this transaction processing. Transaction processing, like in SD, you have learned the sales document type, item category determinations, copy controls. The same in the SAP CRM also we have a few things like sales document types, item category determination, copy control, and what is the difference between copy function and followers function, and what is called reference object profile, text determinations, partner determination procedure, status. I mean, how does the status management happens? How does the incompleteness procedure? There are several things in transaction processing. Then comes one of the key thing is partner processing. How exactly the partners are getting determined in specific transactions. And from here, the new, very, very new topics like in SAP like activity management. This is one of the topics, activity management. How you can create appointments, fixed appointments, emails, and task. Most of things, I mean, you'll be learning about this activity management. All customizing, I mean, we'll be seeing everything in detail in the customizing part, apart from the concept. There comes, after activity management, there comes actions. There is also the functionality. So one of the very user-friendly functionality is action. Let's say, I mean, SD, what are the things which you cannot do is like, once you create the quotation, can you create automatically the order? You need to have some program through ABAP's help, right? But in SAP CRM, it's not like that. So after the quotation, if the status is like completed, automatically can create a order. The system, within the SAP CRM system, I mean, the system can create an order automatically. So likewise, there are several functionalities available in actions, like sending emails automatically, sending printouts automatically, and changing the status of the transaction automatically. So all these things we will see under this action. Then you have this pricing part. So what are the pricing functions, fundamentals, techniques, and in SAP CRM, how you have to do it in the customizing part. So all those things we will be learning under this pricing. Then comes billing part. So billing is actually an optional in SAP CRM because predominantly billing is done in the backend system itself. Like for example, for whichever client using this SAP ECC, so they would like to stick with their billing in SAP ECC itself. But I mean, it's nothing wrong. I mean, doing a CRM billing also. Like for some of the scenarios where you have this only service organization or you have this marketing organization. So in those places, I mean, you need to have CRM billing because we don't have this backend system because they use SAP CRM as a standalone product. So there is only one tool, SAP CRM, where using that tool only they are using all the whole process, like in marketing process or service process. So in those process, I mean those projects we use this SAP CRM billing. Apart from that, if it comes sales part means, I mean most of the projects they go for billing in ECC itself. Then comes the middleware part. So under this middleware part, I mean, you'll be learning how the integration happens between the ECC and CRM. what are the connection settings, and what are the concepts like object management and administrative console, and how the data are flowing, how the data are transferring from one system to another system with the bidirectional directions, and what are the customizing settings, and how need to monitor the data flows, and what are the transactions available in the middleware. So everything will be studying on these topics.
Acha,
So,
middleware, just a minute, your middleware, I think in this some technical part is also required. So, how would I be able to do that technical thing?
uh, it's middleware, though we say it's a technical. I mean, as a functional consultant, I mean, you should have the knowledge to monitor that is sufficient at first level. Then, I mean, when you work for more and more projects, I mean, you can gather more knowledge in middleware, like how the connection settings, how the connection settings most often done by the basis team to set the connection between the ECC and CRM. And the functional consultant, most often they'll be looking for the data transfer. So whenever the data transfer from ECC to CRM or from CRM to ECC, it's the functional consultant who needs to view the data consistencies. That is, the data are flowing and synchronizing in both the systems. Let's say, for example, in ECC you have created an master data, and this master data, like let's say you have created a product master data, and that product master data needs to be updated in SAP CRM also. So that only whenever a customer places an order in SAP CRM, he will come to know, okay, there is a new product in SAP CRM, so that he can place the product. So that only for that product you can get an order in ECC also. So the data synchronization is very important. So that part will be taken care of by the functional consultant. It is nothing but the monitorings in a middleware, where you need to know at what point, I mean, you need to go and check in the system. So there are several phases in data exchange, like input processing, output processing. Under input processing there are certain levels, and on output processing also there are certain levels. So in all these levels are nothing but like there are several transaction codes are there. So in each transaction code, when you go, you will easily come to know what are the documents which are not posted in the another systems. So you can find out, you can analyze and why it has not posted. Some of the common errors which we found is like whenever you're pushing the data from ECC to CRM or from CRM to ECC, the field size, that is like in ECC, the field size is like 10 characters, but in CRM when you go to that specific field, it will have only 8 characters. So when the data comes with a character of 10, in CRM they cannot accommodate those 10 characters in that specific field. So it will throw an error like, the field size is not matching. So likewise, there are several errors comes, which will be functional control will be taking care to solve this, those specific inconsistencies. So those things will be seen under this middleware part.
Okay. And one more thing. Yes.
Apart from that, you'll be getting a recording sessions. That is, each class will be recorded, and you'll get a copy of it. Then you have the server access also. You'll get a server access also. So these will be, taken care by the who has been coordinated. Like Naveen or Sai. Whoever is coordinated with you. They will provide you those things.
Okay. And this pricing is there in SD also. So does it replicate to CRM, or we have to use the pricing that is from CRM only?
It depends. If you have this ACC pricing, then those pricing has to be moved to the CRM also. Okay. So for example, you have this PR00. So the value of everything. So those master data has to be moved to the CRM also. Okay. So in the same manner, let's say, you are doing this CRM pricing. You are initiating complete pricing in CRM, where CRM is using as a standalone product for service or marketing scenarios. Then you will be maintaining all the pricing under the CRM itself. So the customizing everything you will deal it with the CRM itself. It's very, if you are doing this ECC pricing, what all the condition types, what all the pricing procedure, everything you set up in ECC, the same thing you have to set up in CRM also. So that only the system will easily, they will get synchronized. I mean, whenever you place an order for a specific customer, and for that customer and for this price, if you have the specific condition type and the condition records, automatically the system will take that specific price accordingly from the conditions records, whichever is you have set it in the CRM, which is a replica of ECC.
Right.
Do you have any questions, Ankur?
No, as of now, there is no question.
This is the main important, the base customization is the main important thing. Even if you are doing the certification, I mean, going for a SAP CRM certification also, this is the whole structure will be, complete structure of this.
Okay. And about timing and all, we have to study like this.
Yeah,
And
timing is, I don't know, I mean, how is your work timing? Can I know
see,
your work timing?
I come here at my room at 10:30 in fact.
Okay.
And so that we will manage, but that will be this class session would be every day or at the weekend.
It's purely a pure convenience. How do you want the class? I mean, accordingly we can have it. It's just that, I mean, your timing and my timing should match. That's it.
Should match, right. And
So if I know your timing prior, I mean, we can plan accordingly.
Acha. And how long will it take to complete the course?
See, this course is take place, like for example, comes near to 45 to 50 hours. Okay, like, since you know SAP SD part, so I mean your knowledge, I mean extension of knowledge within the SAP CRM will be little fast. I mean, most of the time when any student who is not having any SAP background, then they will take most of them like 60 hours because they need to understand several concepts, everything. Since you know SAP SD, I mean it would be for you to be like within 40 to 50 hours you can easily can make it up.
Okay.
So basically, if you see here, like if you per day, if you take like for example 1.5 hours or let's say 2 hours, then like Monday to Friday. So let's say I'm just taking as 2 hours, so you'll be completing like 10 hours in a week. So if you see those, like within 4 weeks you can complete the course.
Okay.
It's just a plan. I mean, sometimes happens like you will be busy or I will be not available. So I mean, on a stretch basis, I mean, we can make it as 5 weeks.
Okay. And apart from that, like whatever you teach me every day, I have to do the configuration of that particular part also. No? So that will also take some time.
We'll give the server access. I mean, we'll give the server access so you can practice at your any time. I mean, whichever you require.
Okay.
And I think this
Alright,
server
so-
access will be available for 3 months. I think. I mean, that's how they'll give you. They won't give only for the training purpose alone. After the training, also you'll have the access so that you can practice also.
Okay. Achha. Right, Praveen, right.
Okay. And can I know your timing? I mean, office timing. I mean, how available? So the 10:30
Office
p.m. will be
timing
available.
is 10 early in the morning till 6. This is the official timing, 10 to 6, right? But I never come
Okay.
at 6.